We're with you again, dear ones. We are Ananda. We are your friends, your guides, and your teachers. We are the beings that have called you here. Your feelings are your communion, your connection, your invisible umbilical cord to the divine. And this is, of course, what you are not taught in this society. You are taught to override your feelings. You are taught to squash your guidance, and you are taught to be quiet when you should speak up. And this is, of course, why you all get in so much trouble. And that is why we are here. We are here to assist you in your awakening process. And this place, Sedona, is a very, very pivotal place on your planet. Some of you know that already, but we want to explain why our dear one is drawn here. Her feelings led her here last year. She has always been intrigued with the landscape, with the art, with the indigenous cultures. And when she came here, very late in her life, relatively speaking, she was guided by her feelings. And those feelings were coming from us through her. So what we want you to know is that whenever you are guided towards something with passion, with curiosity, with an unending interest or intrigue, that is your guides and teachers, and it may be us, it may be other beings, leading you towards a place that holds something for you. This place holds something very, very powerful for our dear one. And as you experience this weekend, you will be experiencing more powerful transmissions because we are here with her. Because this is a place that she aligns with in her energy systems, in her past life experiences, and we may speak about some of those later on in the weekend. But we want you to know that this is a very, very privileged group because the energetic pulse that is going to be coming through this being this weekend is more powerful because of where we are. And so all of you that are here for a specific purpose. There is a belief, an idea, a fear, a desire, a wish, a karmic knot that needs to be untied. There is a reason that you are here this weekend. And so what we want you to do is we want you to open. We want you, when you go home this evening, when you climb into your bed this evening, we want you to really contemplate what it is that terrifies you, what it is that limits you, what it is that you have held on to for your entire life so far, and what it is that you want to let go of. Whatever it is that you have that you do not want anymore, you have it because you want it. You have it because it came with you. You have it because to let it go means that you will be free. And the ego mind does not want you to be free. It wants you imprisoned in fear and limitation and separation. But as you hear us say many times, these are powerful times. And those of you that have gathered here this weekend are ready to let go of those things. That's why you're here. You would not be here otherwise. There were many beings that wanted to come and they couldn't afford it, or the flights wouldn't work, or their dog got sick, or a family member passed away. Something stopped them coming, but nothing stopped you coming. And so we want you to know that this powerful confluence of consciousness, that is what this is. It is like many little streams gathering together and flowing into one great big river. You have come here for a grand purpose. And so when you go to sleep tonight, we want you to lay in your bed before you shut your eyes to really tune out of this world. And we want you to go inside and we want you to ask yourself, what is the thing that I've always had that I don't want anymore? Allow that thing to surface. Allow that thing to become conscious in your mind. And when you go to sleep, if you are brave enough, we want you to hand that thing over and to ask for it to be removed from you. You all know about free will. You know that we cannot take something from you that you want. We cannot take something from you that brings you something that you think is better than freedom. But we will tell you here and now that there is nothing, absolutely nothing, better than being free. And this is what this world is working towards now. This is why you are seeing the chaos. This is why you're seeing rage. This is why you're seeing confusion in so many people. Because they don't know what's going on. They don't know that they are being triggered into expressing their shame, their hatred, their distress, their fear, and nobody has taught them how to handle it. But you all have had enough experience and enough training to be able to ask for that thing to be removed from you. Because most of you have seen and tasted these little bits of freedom that you are getting. From letting your resentments go, from facing your fears, from stepping out and becoming more, and realizing that you're this magnificent being. And why were you playing so small? Why were you hiding this beautiful, beautiful light that shines through you? We are here to encourage and facilitate you letting go of those shadows, letting go of those blocks, letting go of those small thoughts that keep you in that box that you are outgrowing. And this is the evolution that is transforming your planet at this time. Unfortunately, not everyone has access to this information and to these teachings. But each of you in the places in which you live are going to become those lights in the darkness. You are going to be emanating energies that are of a high enough frequency that you will be different than those beings around you. And as your planet goes through this tremendous evolutionary leap that you are all starting to see play out on your planet, you are going to be the being that, if you are brave enough to let that thing go this weekend, that thing that you don't want anymore, that ball and chain that has kept you down, you are going to be the being that is going to be able to help your community and your family and your children, not by standing on a soapbox and preaching, that's our job, but by living in the light and with love for yourself first, and from that beautiful rock being dropped in the lake, those ripples of love and light go out from you. Now, most of you in this world have very, very low expectations of yourself in terms of being a savior, in terms of being able to heal others, in terms of being able to light up other people's worlds. But we will tell you, when we see beings such as yourself doing A Course in Miracles and doing your forgiveness practice, the emanations that come from you, if only you could see them. Now, you aren't meant to see them. You're meant to be trapped in this 3D dream so that you can have unique experiences, true experiences, and free will to choose love or not. This is a powerful, powerful principle that we want you to truly begin to understand, and we'll go into many subjects this weekend. But as you go to your beds tonight, we want you to understand that you are the driving chooser in this world. You are the only one that can choose love or fear. Your mind is the most powerful creative device in this universe. Your mind trained in alignment with that guidance, that heartfelt guidance that you all recognize now. That is how universes are transformed. That is how cultures are transformed. That is how bodies are healed. That is how relationships are healed. That is how beautiful music is brought into being. This is how inspiration works. You are powerful, powerful creators. You have merely forgotten it, and you have become caught in a nightmare. And that is really what this world is. When you look at it and you see the death and destruction, you see the insanity of your political systems, you see hungry children, and you look at it and you think, how can God let this happen? But God really has nothing to do with this. This is all a manufactured distortion. Now, when you look at the magnificence and beauty of this place, you see that there are two systems at play here. There is the balance of nature, the beauty of nature, even in destruction. These gorgeous cliffs that you see here are because the surface of the earth has been destroyed by rivers and erosion. It's not a pretty picture when you look at it that way, but this magnificence and the light reflecting off the cliffs and the brilliance and depth and glory of this place is what humans need right now. And this is one of the reasons that you're here. When you drive down these roads, and we would highly recommend that you get on these roads and out to these mountains at early in the day and late in the afternoon when the light is low and it's magnifying the magnificent colors and shadows and highlights of these beautiful structures. The kind of beauty that is here will shift your consciousness. Some of you cry when you come into this place. Some of you are filled with such awe at this natural gorgeousness that you feel a shift in your frequency, and it is true. It is real. It is a device that is being used to upgrade your consciousness. And that is why people are drawn to this place. It is a mechanism, a physical mechanism on the surface of this planet that is used to upgrade your systems. There are many other places on this planet that are very similar. Some of it is done through extreme beauty. Some of it is done through the physical structure of valleys and mountains. Some of it is done through pristine springs and water bodies. There are many, many different parts of the world that offer these things. And it's not for you to worry about it, but it's for you to know that this place has a special assignment for you this weekend. And so we are here to facilitate that transformation. We are here to encourage you to go deep into your resistance, your fears, your stories. We want you to listen to the stories you tell people this weekend. What are you telling them that you are? Are you telling them that you're limited? Are you telling them that you're incompetent? Are you telling them that you're creative? Are you telling them that you're sick? Or are you telling them that you're healthy? What are you sharing with everyone? We want you to listen to your stories, because your stories are magic spells that you are casting all the time. Your vision is going to be changed this weekend. You are going to see things that you haven't seen about yourself before. But to do that, you have to open. To do that, you have to allow us to help you. And so that is what we want you to do before you go to sleep tonight. We want you to find that thing that you don't want anymore. It might be a family inheritance, a story that your family tells all the time. It could be a story about financial lack. It could be a story about obesity or beauty. It could be a story about the war, whichever war they're talking about. It could be a story about how you're a failure or that you have not lived up to their expectations. You will know what it is. But in using your free will tonight, you will give us the opportunity to assist you in seeing what you need to see this weekend. And it is only when you see something that you've never seen before and you come at it with a willingness to accept, yes, that's true, that's my story. That's the thing that's keeping me small. No, I don't want it anymore. I give you permission, Ananda, to assist me in letting this go. And so that is the assignment that we give you tonight. This introductory talk is a little inspirational preparation for this weekend, because it's very important that you come tomorrow willing to go deep into your own psyche, into your own heart and mind, and to allow us to bathe you with the truth. That is all any of you ever want. You think you want houses, and you think you want 6-packs, and you think you want a new boyfriend, and you think you want whatever it is you think you want. But what you actually want is peace and freedom. And that is never going to come to you from out there. It is only going to come to you from within, because it is from within that out there is manufactured. So let's forget about the out there for now. Now, we seem to be contradicting ourselves. In one breath, we say, let's not worry about out there. And on the other hand, we say, this place is an upgrading mechanism. What we want you to know is that Spirit uses the physical material world to communicate with you, because we generally can't communicate with you on the interior planes of your consciousness. The structure of this projection is so powerful because you are doing it. You are so powerful that you are creating a situation where we often have to message you from the outside to get your attention, because that's the way the projection works. You've put everything out here that you don't want to do, don't want to love, don't want to listen to, don't want to fix. And so you have put it out there seemingly in this grand projection. And so we will bring things towards you at exactly the right time so that you can feel the actual thing. It's in you. It's actually not out there. So when you drive to this place tomorrow, or if you're staying here, we want you to get out in the early morning light. Now, this session does not start until 10 o'clock. So rather than making your breakfast the priority, we want you to make finding a beautiful red rock to gaze upon for 15 minutes to half an hour. We want you to understand that this is a very, very important practice in this particular time and place. You have enough time. Set an alarm, get up at 7, go for a walk, find a red rock, and have breakfast when you come back. You've got lots and lots of time. But we want you to make a commitment to this, because it's no accident that we are in Sedona. It's no accident that this being is drawn to this place. It is a magical, magical place. She lives in a magical place as well. Why does she not live here? Well, there are many reasons why there is a division between where she wants to be. She is on her own evolutionary path, and so there are certain aspects of her that become more developed in different places. And some of you are beginning to feel that kind of, this is my home, but this place is calling to me. And these are important messages that you're beginning to get now, because different places have a different frequency. They attract a different kind of person. They attract a different kind of physical energy in terms of physics. a different kind of light frequency. And so these are some of the things that are going to be coming up in each of you over the next months and years. And we want you to listen to your guidance. We understand that you have these structures of family and finance and mortgage and jobs and all of these sorts of things. But we will tell you in 10 years' time, you will kick yourself if you don't begin to listen to this kind of guidance, this heartfelt guidance that is really leading you somewhere special, somewhere that has something to do with your evolutionary journey. We are here to wind you up a little bit. We're here to challenge you. We're here to answer a lot of questions. We will be doing some Q&A over the next few days. So your assignment tonight is to find the thing and to give us permission to help you if you're brave enough. If you aren't brave enough to hand that problem over to us, do the same thing in the morning and reassess what it is that scares you so much about freedom, that scares you so much about letting this thing go. And it may take you a couple of days to get to that place of surrender, and that is okay. We are challenging you to do something that brings mortal fear to the ego mind. Thank you for listening. If you'd like to purchase the entire set of recordings from this 4-day event, please go to channelingjesus.com and look under shop. You'll see the Sedona 2018 workshop recordings for sale. Thanks again. Bye.